So what is up, guys? Rebounds here, and I'm back with another video, and this is going to be the best 6'9" popper build on NBA 2K26 to start season 2. Now obviously you guys see here there's a new screen, which is kind of weird, but it is what it is. We're just gonna get right into the video. So the position for this build, I went with power forward. We're gonna stay at 6'9". Obviously the weight is gonna be 251. Then we're gonna go ahead and max out that wingspan to get an 83 pointer. Well, we're not gonna get 83 pointer, but we want the max wingspan so we get the most rebounds, things like that. And the reason why I went 251 actually is to get shredded body type. You guys see here, if I go any lower, actually you can get, I guess, this too, but you know what I'm saying, you don't really get any extra agility or anything with going that low, so I might as well just go with 251. Alright, you could also go kind of higher if you wanted to. I just went with 251 for the weight. We're just going to continue. We want that shredded body shape for sure. Now, starting off with our finishing, we're going to go with a 73 on the driving dunk. Now, I know it doesn't look great, but trust me, you can actually get some pretty decent dunk animations with this. You get gold area wizard, you're going to get bronze posterizer, and like I said, a few extra dunk animations that could make this build pretty solid. And with your cap breakers too, I'm pretty sure you're able to get like +2s on this. So if you want to use cap breakers on your standing dunk, you definitely can do that. So the finishing is not going to be great, but you can get a few extra dunk animations. So when you're under the paint, you can dunk, wide open, or even, if somebody's close to you because you have that posterizer badge. 3-pointer, we're going to go up to a 74. Now what we're going to do with this, before you guys, start yelling and stuff, we're going to specialize in shooting and then use our 2 shooting specialization cap breakers to get our 3-pointer from 74 to 78, because with 2 cap breakers, that's what you can get. You can get 4 at 3 points to get it up to a 78, so that's what I'm going to go with, and then 52 on the free throw. So silver set shot, with the max +2s from the shooting specialization, again, you can get Hall of Fame set shot, which is what I use on this build. I have my 2 cap breakers already, and I have my max +2, so I put on Hall of Fame set shot, and I don't really miss that much at all. So not having a sharp takeover, it's honestly just fine. If you want to use like a like a custom takeover, you can definitely do that. Pass accuracy is going to be an 82. So 82 pass accuracy, you get dimer on gold, which is pretty decent. You can even max +2 with that if you want to. The legend, you don't really need to. Actually, no, we're gonna go 83 with this build. The reason why we're going with 83 is because you get, with 2 cap breakers, you can get 87 pass accuracy for gold break starter. So if you got some extra cap breakers, after using all your cap breakers, after what I show you guys, and so you want to use extra cap breakers, then you're going to have it on your pass accuracy, which I think is going to be pretty decent. So yeah, I'll just go 83 just because it's not really that expensive, because you're able to use +2 cap breakers on it. Interior is going to be 82, and then we're going to have an 81 on our perimeter defense. And I know you guys are saying, you don't really get too many badges with 81, but what we're going to do is use 1 cap breaker on this to get it to 84. And with 84, you get silver challenger, you get silver pick dodger, and you get gold unmovable enforcer, which are all very important badges. So I just went with 81. You can use a cap breaker, get it up to 84. Our steal is going to be a 73, so we get silver interceptor, which is solid. You can hawk lanes when they're wide open, which is cool. You can max +2 that if you wanted to, or max +1 the gold. Block is going to be 84. So we get our paint patrol up there. We also get silver high flying denier with our vertical rating. So yeah, not bad for the defense. This isn't really the greatest defensive build, but you can still get some stops in the paint and things like that, especially because you have a good body type and you have max wingspan. Offensive rebounding is going to be a 94. So 94 offensive rebounding. And what we're going to do is use 5 cap breakers to get it to 99. So we get legend rebound chaser and also legend box out beast. Our defensive rebounding is going to be a 90. That's a pretty solid rating to have. It's kind of expensive to go up to 94, because technically if you wanted to, you can get 99 defensive rebound. If you want 94, you can use your 5 cap breakers on it. But I feel like that's a little too expensive, and it'll take away from some of the other aspects of this build that I like. So I just went with 90. I used 90 in this build, and it's completely fine. This is the exact 6'9" I actually made. So yeah, 90 defensive rebound is completely fine. Agility is going to be a 75. Speed is going to be an 80. Now, keep in mind, with the perimeter defense, you can get 85, I believe. You can get 86. But 85 perimeter, you might be saying you get on-ball menace, but you actually don't, because you don't get 76 on your agility. Now, if you want to get 76 agility, here's the thing: you'd have to lose out on that shredded body type. So I went with with shredded body type because it helps out with setting screens and all that. But if you really want to go 76 just to get on-ball medicine and then lose out on the body type, it is what it is. It's completely up to you. But me personally, I'd rather just go shredded and get the better animations and screens and things like that. Strength is going to be a 90. We're going to put a cap breaker on this to get to 91. And that way we'll get gold brick wall, which I use. I use this build on the 3s a lot and sometimes on the 2s. So having brick wall on gold and then having a max +2 on it to legend, that's what I use for a max +2, is I get it to legend brick wall. And that is very, very nice on this build. With the shredded body type, with the legend brick wall, you can set some monster screens, especially with Crasher Takeover too. The screens on this build are going to be very, very nice. So, yeah, I mean, 90 strength, get to 91, you'll get that gold brick wall, which you max +2 to legend, and then 83 on the vertical, so we get Hall of Fame pogo stick, and we're also able to get a lot of rebounds with this build too. So we'll be able to jump over people, do the Kirby box out, whatever people do on this game in the comp stage. And it's called a physical edge enforcer. Alright, and after cap breakers, you can actually change your name to an edge enforcing pick and popper, I believe. But these are the strengths and weaknesses: make extra possessions, routine, clears defensive glass, wins physical battles, and alters shots. Weaknesses: we obviously can't really dunk too much, and our mid range is kind of bad, but it is what it is. We're gonna get our cap breakers anyway and get 2 or +4 on our 3-pointer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys the cap breaker screen to show you guys, you know what I'm saying, maybe you don't want to do the exact things that I told you to do, but I would at least go +1 here with the strength, +5 on the rebounding, and then +3 for the perimeter. So this is a cap breaker screen right here, so I would go +3, +1, and then +5, so that's a total of 7. And any extra cap breakers you get, put it on pass accuracy, you get +2, +2. So that'll get you 87, which will get you gold break starter. And then these are the build specialization cap breakers. You can use obviously one here, and that'll get you from 74 to a 78 on the 3-pointer. And then any extra cap breakers you get, you can put on your driving dunk. You can get 83 driving dunk if you wanted to. Maybe if you were getting a lot of cap breakers, you want to change it up a little bit. Maybe get your driving dunk up there a tiny bit, and then change it to where with 5 cap breakers, you can maybe get even contact dunks on this build. So it's really up to you, honestly, what you want to do. But obviously the perimeter, the strength, and the rebounding are the most important things you can do to make this build as good as possible. So, I mean, yeah, that's going to do it for the video. If you guys liked it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I post every single day on this channel, mainly my I mainly post build videos. I also have my VC method series still going on, which I'm almost done with that. I have like 4 episodes left, and we're almost at 1 million VC total, which I think is pretty nice. But yeah, that's going to do it for the video. Like I said, if you guys liked it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, this is Airball. Peace.